Firstly, let's listen to some virtues of conveying the thawab. The beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam has said, the state of a deceased person in his grave is like that of a drowning man. He waits anxiously for supplication from his father, mother, brother, or friend. When anyone's supplication reaches him, he finds it better than the world and whatever is in it. Allah Azza wa Jal bestows the thawab gifted by alive relatives upon the deceased like mountains. The gift of the alive to the dead is to say prayer of forgiveness for them. In another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ has said that anyone who makes the supplication of forgiveness for all the Muslim men and women, Allah Azza wa Jal writes a virtue for him in return for each and every Muslim man and woman. My dear Islam brothers, listen to this and sway with delight that we have such an easy way of earning millions and billions of good deeds. Obviously, there are millions and billions of Muslims in this world at the moment, and billions of Muslims have passed away. Therefore, if you make supplication of forgiveness for the whole ummah, we will attain the treasure of billions of good deeds. This can simply be done in this way by saying this dua in Arabic, Allahumma ghfirli wa li kulli mu'mini wa mu'mina. That Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, forgive me and every Muslim man and woman. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, by virtue of this, we will receive the good deeds of every man and woman in the Muslim ummah. One may make the Isal-e-Sawab of each and every good deed, such as farz, wajib, sunnah, nafal, salah, fasting, zakat, and hajj. Delivering a speech or dars, traveling in the Madani Qafla, acting upon the Naik Amal Risala, calling towards righteousness, studying a religious book, and all types of good deeds. Holding gatherings for the recitation of Holy Quran and serving food to participants on the 3rd, 10th, and 40th day of someone's death, or solemnizing his death anniversary are all commendable deeds, as these are all means of Isal-e-Sawab. By Sharia, the absence of the proof of impermissibility about holding such rites is itself a proof of permissibility. Moreover, living people making supplication for the deceased is proven by the Holy Quran, and the whole concept of Isal-e-Sawab is based on this Quranic proof. Allah Azza wa Jalla says in Surah Al-Hashr, verse number 10, وَالَّذِينَ جَاءُوا مِن بَعْدِهِمْ يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا اغْفِرْ لَنَا وَلِإِخْوَانِنَا الَّذِينَ سَبَقُونَا بِالْإِيمَانِ. And those who came after them submit, O our Rabb Azza wa Jal, forgive us and our brothers who preceded us in the faith. Sawab may also be offered to the living Muslims and even to those who have not yet been born. Sawab may be donated to the Muslim jinns as well. The meal served for sending thawab to the saints is called Nazr Niyaz in Urdu. The Niyaz meal is a means of tabarruk. It's sacred and may be consumed by the rich as well as the poor. Serving the meal of Isal-e-Sawab to guests is not a condition. Even if the family members eat it themselves, there's no harm in doing so. Whether thawab is donated before the meal or after the meal, all of these are correct. To establish a masjid or a madrasa is a sadaqah jariyah, a perpetual charity, and a great way of Isal-e-Sawab. The thawab of the one donating thawab is not reduced at all. Rather, it is hoped that he would get thawab equal to the total number of thawab he donated to in each and every person. For example, someone performed an act of piety for which he was given the thawab of 10 good deeds, which he donated to 10 other deceased Muslims. Now each of the deceased would get 10 good deeds, and the sender of thawab would get 110 good deeds. Isal-e-Sawab may be made to the Muslims only. Making Isal-e-Sawab to a disbeliever or an apostate and murtad, or calling them marhum is kufr. As for the method of Isal-e-Sawab, the intention of the heart is sufficient for the donation of thawab. For instance, if you give an amount of money as charity, or recite some amount of Durood Sharif, or tell someone a sunnah, or carry out the call towards righteousness, or deliver a sunnah inspiring speech, or perform any other good deed, you should make intention in your heart like this, that may the thawab of the sunnah, or may the thawab of this such and such good deed reach the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, the thawab will reach him. Furthermore, the thawab will also reach all such people for whom the intention is made. As for the traditional way of performing Isal-e-Sawab when serving food, this can be done in this way, that by putting out all the food which has been made for Isal-e-Sawab in front, or put a small amount of each food, along with a glass of water. Then recite A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim and recite the following surahs. Recite Surah Kafirun once, then Surah Al-Ikhlas 3 times, Surah Al-Falaq once, Suratul Nas once, Suratul Fatiha once. Then recite the first 5 verses of Suratul Baqarah, followed by the following 5 verses, the 163rd verse of Suratul Baqarah, the 56th verse of Suratul A'raf, the 107th verse of Suratul Anbiya, the 40th verse of Suratul Ahzab, the 56th verse of Suratul Ahzab. After that, recite Durood Sharif and recite the following verses, Subhana Rabbika Rabbil Izzati Amma Yasifun, وَالسَّلَامٌ عَلَى الْمُرْسَلِينَ وَالْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Now, raising the hands, the reciter of the Fatiha should loudly say Al-Fatiha. All the attendees should recite Surah Al-Fatiha in a low voice. Then the reciter should make the following announcement that, dear song brothers, donate the thawab of whatever you have recited. All the attendees should say that we have donated thawab. Now, Isal-e-Sawab should be done in this way, by raising the hands and making dua that, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, whatever recitation of the Holy Quran has been done, whatever food has been prepared, accept these good deeds. Then send the sawab of this firstly in the court of the beloved Prophet Sallallahu Ta'ala Alaihi Wasallam. Then through the beloved Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the other Prophets Alayhimus Salam, the other saints Radiyallahu Ta'ala Anhum, especially those saints whose urs fall on those days. Then send the sawab upon the companions alayhim ridwan and any saints by name. And then send the sawab of this upon the entire ummah. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, the sawab will reach them and this will be a means of our forgiveness. May Allah Azza wa Jal enable us to perform more and more good deeds, and may He Azza wa Jal enable us to perform Isal-e-Sawab the correct way. Ameen bijahi Nabil Ameen sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wa sallam.
We love Madani Channel. We love Madani Channel. We love Madani Channel.